Girls, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'd like to take this opportunity first to welcome all of our guests to Ashland Middle School. If this is the first time you've visited our campus, we're glad you're with us, and what more special day for you to be our visitors. Today we come together to observe Veterans Day, a day where we honor the brave men and women who have served in the United States Armed Forces. Veterans Day is not just about remembering soldiers who fought in wars, but also about recognizing all veterans who have dedicated themselves to protecting the freedoms that we often take for granted. Each of us enjoys many freedoms in our daily lives, like the ability to speak our minds, practice our beliefs, and pursue our dreams. Because of the sacrifice of these individuals, veterans come from all walks of life, from different backgrounds, and from every corner of our country. Some have served during times of war, while others have served during peace, but all have answered the call to protect and serve. As we reflect on their service today, let us think about what it means to be courageous, selfless, and dedicated to something bigger than ourselves. We'll hear stories and learn more about our veterans' experiences and think about how we can show our appreciation for their great service. Thank you to all the veterans and to their families for everything that you have done for our country. Let us take a moment to remember and honor their bravery. Now we will have the Star Spangled Banner led by our student chorus, band, and strings. At this time, we will now have the Pledge of Allegiance led by Beta Club member Leah Rand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, the Ashland Paul Blazer High School JRTC Honor Guard under the command of Cadet Major C.J. Darlis will now present the Prisoner of War Missing in Action ceremony. The members of the Honor Guard are Cadet First Lieutenant Brandon McGee, Cadet Command Sergeant Major Ryder Phillips, Cadet Captain Christian Day, Cadet First Lieutenant Michaela Lowry, and I am Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Nick Wood. I am given the honor and privilege of introducing and acknowledging this table, representing and paying tribute to all the prisoners of war missing in action and killed in action from all American involvement in World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Grenada, the Persian Gulf, Iraqi freedom, enduring freedom, and more. Many of you have looked at this table and wondered. Let me explain. Let us remember the United States Army. Let us remember the United States Navy. Let us remember the United States Marines. Let us remember the United States Air Force. Let us remember the United States Coast Guard. This table, set for 5, symbolizes the frailty of the prisoners against their oppressors. Remember, the tablecloth is white, symbolizing the purity of their country's coat of arms. Remember, the single candle displayed in the center of the table is symbolic to the families and loved ones who kept the faith, waiting for the return of those so dear to them. Remember, the red ribbon tied so prominently on the base is reminiscent of the red ribbon worn upon the lapels and breast of the many thousands who bear witness to their unyielding determination to demand a proper accounting of our missing and return of all Americans left on foreign soil. Remember, the lemon on the bread plate reminds us of their bitter fate. Remember, there is salt on the bread plate, symbolic of the tears of the families as they still wait for their loved ones to return. Remember, the glasses are inverted. They cannot toast with us this evening. Remember, the chairs are empty. They are not here. Remember, all of you who have served with them and called them brothers and sisters, who depended upon their might and aid and relied upon them. Remember them, for surely they have not forgotten you.
Good afternoon, and we thank you again for being here, especially our veterans. Thank you for being here today, all of our guests. My name is Michael Johnston. I'm one of the assistant principals here at Ashland Middle School. And here in just a moment, we're going to have a moment of silence to remember all those who have passed, served our country. I tell kids this all the time. We don't do the Pledge of Allegiance each morning just as a routine. There's a heavy price that was paid for that. Over 1,200,000 people have died serving our country, fighting for our country. So if you would, please just have a moment of silence with us, and that will be followed by taps. Thank you.
At this time, we will have Ms. Molly Hicks come to introduce our guest speaker.
My name is Molly Hicks, and I am a current member of Ashland Middle School Student Government. It is my honor to introduce today's speaker, Mr. Scott Minton. Mr. Minton attended Boyd County Middle School and graduated from Boyd County High School. Mr. Minton served in the United States Navy from 1984 to 1990. His rank was signalman. Mr. Minton served in the Naval Operations Base in Norfolk, Virginia, stationed on the USS Virginia. Please welcome our honored guest, U.S. Navy veteran, Mr. Minton.
First of all, I want to say thanks to all of our veterans in here today. Brothers, sisters, you're all my brothers and sisters. Like she said, I served from 1984 to 1990. I was on the USS Virginia, I was on the USS Preble, and on the USS Ferris, and served on a had no staff for about a year. There's reasons as you grow up that everybody's going to take different paths, just like all us veterans did. We took different paths. Some of us got drafted, some of us volunteered, and I say the older guys got drafted, but you know what? I'm one of the older guys. So, didn't get drafted. But, again, I appreciate all you veterans. Again, as you grow older, you're going to make decisions in your life. The one I made to join the Navy, probably the best decision I ever made. It helps you grow up. It helps you realize things that you're not going to realize staying here in Ashland. You're going to see new people. You're going to meet new people. You're going to go different places. You get to see the world. And it's also a pathway to a good education. They have a GI Bill. They have different programs where you can go to college. It's just a great opportunity for anyone that's looking to further their education or anything like that. A lot of good times in the Navy. There were some rough times, seen some stuff I really didn't want to see, but that's part of growing up, and that's part of what we do. That's why we volunteer. Really wasn't prepared for this, but we'll figure it out. I didn't put on this little thing here, but I also spent 3 years in the Army. So I have 9 years total active service. And again, the Army, I was a medic in the Army for 3 years. Good opportunity there to learn a lot of things, see a lot of different places. So, again, as you grow up, make decisions. I mean, I would encourage you to look into the military for at least 2 years of your life. It helps you get that different path.
We're going to introduce the speaker for our Quilts of Valor.
Good afternoon. My name is Jocelyn Pastor, and I'm president of Bridge Builders here at Ashland Middle School. It is my honor and privilege to introduce retired Davis teacher and Quilts of Valor quilter Diane Parker.
Thank you very much. The mission of the Quilts of Valor Foundation is to cover service members and veterans touched by war with comforting and healing Quilts of Valor. The Quilts of Valor Foundation was created in 2003, 21 years ago by a lady named Catherine Roberts. She was a mother of an Iraqi war veteran. One night, she had a dream. She said in her dream that it was as vivid as real life. In her dream, she saw a young man, sitting on the side of his bed in the middle of the night, hunched over. The permeating feeling was one of utter despair. She said in her dream that she could see demons clustered around, dragging him down into an emotional gutter. Then, as if viewing the movie, she saw him in the next scene, wrapped in a quilt. His whole demeanor had changed from one of despair to one of hope and well-being. The quilt had made this dramatic change, and the message of her dream was clear. Quilts equal healing. Catherine Roberts gave a name to these quilts. She called these special quilts Quilts of Valor. Quilts of Valor are the civilian equivalent of a Purple Heart Award, and the message in presenting the Quilt of Valor says unequivocally, thank you for your service, thank you for your sacrifice, and thank you for your valor in serving our nation. As of today, 400,000 904 Quilts of Valor have been awarded. Each Quilt of Valor is formed by loving hands, joining bits of fabric together, one piece at a time. Each quilt represents a three-part message, from the giver to the receiver of Quilt of Valor. First, we honor your service. We honor you for leaving all that you hold dear and stand in harm's way in times of crisis, protecting us from the effects of war. Second, we know that freedom is not free. The cost of freedom is the dedication of lives of men and women just like you. And this quilt is made to say, thank you for your sacrifice. And finally, this quilt is meant to comfort you and remind you that although your family and friends cannot be with you all the time, you are forever in our thoughts and prayers. To each and every serviceman and woman and veteran, I would like to say thank you for your service.
Veterans, when you entered our building, you should have received a ticket. At this time, would you go ahead and pull your tickets out? Did all veterans receive a ticket? We don't want to miss anyone. We are looking for the last four numbers on your ticket, 0861. We will now have Procession of the Patriots performed by our chorus students. Please stand for your branch as you hear your branch. At this time, if I could, I just want all veterans that are present with us in the audience to please stand so we can recognize you one time as a collective group. Again, thank you for your service. I stand here in front of all of you today. I'm a service mom. I have service children of my own. I have 2 veterans that are my son and my daughter-in-law that are proud Navy vets that are in the audience with us today. I also have my youngest son who is active service in the Army. So I understand that your service was a commitment not that you just made for yourself, but for your families as well. And I want to applaud you and give you all of my acknowledgement because I understand the sacrifice that not only you made for yourself to get to the country, but your family also takes that sacrifice with you. So again, I am deeply honored to have all of you in the audience with us today, and I thank you for attending our ceremony. At this time, that will conclude our veterans ceremony. Again, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out today. Boys and girls, you did an amazing job at preparing all of the material. Let's give our students body a round of applause. There is a lot of training and preparation that goes into these types of assemblies in our music department, in our chorus department. Our band has worked very hard. Mr. Brown has made some artwork for us. We have JROTC from Blazer High School that came over and presented for us today as well. So again, there's a lot of student-led work here, so one more round of applause, please. Okay, at this time we will start doing dismissal. Veterans that are here, if you have a student in the audience, that student, you are more than welcome to find your veteran, and so you can take pictures on the floor. If you want to take pictures with the flag, we encourage you to do so. Staff, we are going to dismiss back to advisory. So we will start with 6th grade. So 6th grade teachers, I will ask you as orderly as possible. 7th and 8th grade, you just hang out with us and wait your turn, okay? If you are actually a visitor and you on exiting now, we just ask that you look over where Officer Serrano is. That is the door that we ask you to exit out of. Again, you are more than welcome to stay and take pictures with the student.
reaching me. You did. Good job, Miss Scott.
Thank you. We got it through. So, gentlemen, these three folders are back, and then Lennox will send you with these cords.
Wait, what?
I want to send you to Harmon real quick.
You're singing a Mr. Harmon?
Yeah. Because I think one of these at least goes back to the other.
Okay.
As long as you're thinking, guys. Hey, make sure you're quiet in the hallway, though.